Alright, our new place is official. I'm packing the first boxes. And Logan requested to get in his bed, and I had no problem with that. So, here we go. Moving in T-minus a month, I think. Alright, let's get it going. What happened? What happened? The destructive boyish behavior is already beginning. He's been standing in the chair and falling down over and over and over. And look, he also took every last book off the shelf over there. And there's a shoe from his room. As if I don't have enough mess of my own. Fall down. Be careful, buddy. So, I cannot wait to vlog from our new house. It's gonna be about another month before we move. So what's today? The 12th. Yeah, it's been about a month before we move almost. So, but it's just more spacious and better lighting. We have a backyard. We have a garage. I don't know if you know that where we live now, we have to walk from a parking lot down a hill, down another hill. Apartment life was not for us. When we moved here almost 3 years ago, we had one day to come to the city to find a place to live. We thought that, you know, apartments would be the way to go. It felt really temporary at the time, and this has always just felt like a temporary, very temporary place for us. But we... Temporary. Can you say temporary? Nope. Okay. Hamper? What do we see tonight? What did you see? What'd you see?
Plane.
We saw a plane, didn't we? Where was the plane? Where was it?
Moon.
We saw the moon too.
Plane.
Yeah. Then what did we do?
Plane.
We saw a plane. We saw an airplane tonight, and we've been talking about it pretty much non-stop since. It was flying really, really low. We live pretty close to an airport and an Air Force base, so we see a lot of planes, and he loves it. It's flying. Yeah. So anyways, I'm very excited to move. This place just has been one hassle after the other from the day we moved in. The day we moved in, we came in and the floor, the laminate floor and the kitchen counters were covered in something, and we couldn't figure it out. We had to stay in the model apartment the first night we moved here, and so they came to clean it the next day. And they couldn't clean it the day we were moving in because they were installing a new hot water heater, and there was no hot water. So, but after we moved in, we later found out that it was because the sink would often overflow because the neighbor above us was putting grease down the drain. Luckily that problem's been fixed for a while, but you know, just from day one it's been thing after thing like that. I can't believe we stayed here this long, but like I said in another video, a year ago when our lease was up, we looked for a place and we just couldn't find anything. And now we really have, a fire under our booties with another baby on the way. So we got serious. Well, and plus my husband has since been transferred to a city about 20 minutes away. And that's actually where we're moving. And it's a much smaller city. It's still a city. I don't think it's, it's not tiny, but it's much smaller than where we are now. So, anyways, we're pretty excited about that. A yard, a garage, a house with no one above us or below us. Or directly next to us. It's in a really nice neighborhood. We saw kids playing when we were there, and we saw we saw kids, didn't we? Yeah, we saw kids playing while we were there, and the house next door had a big, like, play set in the backyard, and the house on the other side had a trampoline in the backyard. So I just think it's going to be really great. And it's in like a subdivision, and the house we're on is kind of the last street that's perpendicular to the rest of the streets, and it's a cul-de-sac on each end. So there's going to be almost no through traffic at all, which I love. So, and I'll cut Matt's commute from 20 minutes down to like 5 minutes. There's a new, well, you know, I already looked up where the library is in town, and so we can go to story time, which we've never gone to story time here, and I don't know why. We just never made it, so I want to try in this new place. We're gonna have to find a new church. That's pretty much the only downside I can think of to moving, other than like the actual act of moving. But you know, I can definitely deal with that because there's so many positives about this. So, I did not film a pregnancy vlog this week because I feel like it would have been me talking about breastfeeding more. So I just passed on that. I'll film another one next week when I'm 19 weeks. 18 weeks pregnant, everything's great. Still having really strange, conflicted feelings about breastfeeding, but I'm not really doing anything about it. He's down to twice a day, nap time and bedtime, and I'm really, if he asks any other time of the day, I distract him and get him to do something else. But I'm not going to take those two away for a while. We found this giant book in his closet the other day when I was packing some stuff, and he's been obsessed with it ever since. So I feel like I've been kind of a Vlogidays failure lately. So after I put him to bed, which is going to be very soon because it is currently 7:41. Oh, come on, seriously. Anyways, 7:41. It's bedtime. I'm going to do a craft project that I should have already done. So, that's coming up next. Okay, so I am making Logan one of those felt Christmas trees that are all over Pinterest. I used chalk, cut down and draw out my pattern. I thought it would work better than it did, but you can still see it. So I'm about to cut it out, and then I guess I'll start making ornaments. Okay, so far all I've done is cut out the Christmas tree shape, and I'm already in love with this, so I think he's gonna love it. It's gonna be pretty tall. Now to make some ornaments. Okay, I spent a lot of time debating about what kind of ornaments to make for this tree. In the end, I decided to just go with balls, and I'm laying them out to see if that's enough. I think that's plenty. It's 12. And now I'm going to decorate them. I am making quite the mess. Felt everywhere, all over our bed. I used an empty pea can to trace my ornaments. And Matt was texting me from work, and he was using a stylus to text and tell me how much he liked it, and I was like, ding, ding, ding. Another stocking stuffer, which you can get them really cheap. I was kind of hoping to find something that was more interesting than just a solid color. I don't know, like Captain America or something nerdy for him, but so far no such luck. So I might just get like a set of 3 and one for him, my dad, and my brother-in-law. Which I don't know if they would be interested in that, but he said he really liked it. And I asked him if he bought one, and he said no, there was just one in the office he was using, so you can get 12 of them there. You can get 12 for $2.31. I don't need that many. That's a good deal though. And I don't want a short one, I want a long one. Alright, back to my decorating. I think I'm over halfway through. It's getting kind of, I don't know, something. Okay, I'm now done cutting out all the decorations for each ornament, and I'm going to start gluing them on. I'm using Aleene's Tacky Glue. I think I've used it for felt projects before, and it worked pretty well. So, I've had this for a long time, and it's still pretty full. I use it fairly often, and I'm watching YouTube. So, gotta catch up. I'm getting behind on the Vlogidays watching as well. Okay, here's the finished project. I might make a star for the top too. I'm pretty pleased with it. The colors aren't showing up too true to what they are. But yeah. On projects like this, I have to remind myself not to take a ton of time and just kind of go ahead and get it done. And then, you know, move on, because it is going to be played with and it's probably going to get torn up. So, I'm exhausted. I am. It's 10:30 and I'm going to try to go ahead and get some sleep before Matt gets home. Yesterday and tonight and the next 2 nights he is working until midnight. So last night it was almost 1 before he got home. Work until midnight and then, you know, close at midnight, then kind of shut down and leave, and then he stopped at Wendy's on the way home. So anyways, I'm really tired. I'm going to try to get some sleep because I know when he gets home I'll wake up and talk to him for a little bit. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.